Teraz będziemy płynąć.
Captain Cz. 2004. I remember the American League playoffs. I remember we were
Piękna
down
sprawa,
0-3.
autobusem sobie
This is the
pojeździć.
stuff of legend, kiddo.
Super.
You know the story. We were down
Autobusem
0-3.
powodził, super.
Then we have a walk-off. Someone steals the base in the fourth game, right? Oh boy. Then we win that fourth game. Then we win the fifth game. It's the best out of 7. What happens in the 6th game? We win that. And we win the 7th game. We go on to win the next 4 games against the St. Louis Cardinals. The greatest comeback in World Series history. The 2004 Red Sox, the curse of the Bambino was over. Double click! Never give up, right? Didn't she ask twice? Didn't he ask twice, right? Didn't he ask twice? What was that? He got sold to the Dodgers. Yeah. There you go. All right. It's tough for all of us, kid. I understand. All right. We're making our way up the river. And we're in a lock of the old Charles River Dam. So that Society of Natural History, they moved here in 1972 to this dam. That's why we saw it. The marathon begins every year. Now, the humans run 26.2 miles. But the fish swimming in this river swim 80 miles, and all along the 80 miles are trees that drop their leaves that release their nutrients in their tannins, and that's why the river water has this hue. But it's actually very nutritious. Double click! It's actually the cleanest urban waterway in the United States. It gets a grade of A- from the environment. Double click! And there's people enjoying a day in the park. Now here, Captain Sue is turning to the starboard. Where's the Yankees fan? Just to show there's no hard feelings, I got some stickers here. The captain would like to take a break. Would you like to come drive this duck, Yankees fan? Come on up. All right. You see? Sit right there. Put your hands up. You want to take a photograph of this little Yankees fan? Now, who's been to Fenway Park? Did you see up in right field there's a sea of green bleachers, there's one red bleacher? That red bleacher is where Ted Williams hit a home run, clocked a Yankees fan right on the head. Woke him up, he was napping. He had snuck off from work and he was napping. What about you? Would you like to drive this duck? No? Would you like a sticker? Here's a sticker, okay. How about, would you like to drive the duck? Come on up, kiddo. You sit right here, little butterfly. You just think you're little Virginia. You were the brains of the War for Independence, I'll tell you that much. But you're from here, so you know we did the hard work. All the hard work. All right, so we got. What about the one right there? Come on up, kiddo. Yeah, come on up. Who's gonna take a picture of this kid? Come on up. Have a seat right here. You like dinosaurs, right? Now where do you? All right.
Nie trzeba psuć, jest pięknie.
And what's the W? Grab the wheel, smile over your shoulder. Hi. And Virginia or Virginia? Okay. Now, folks, doesn't it look like this peninsula appears to be an island surrounded by water? This is the Shawmut Peninsula. Thank you. Watch your step, okay? All right. Did everyone get a chance to drive the duck? What about any big kids? What about any grown-ups? And houses with the purple windows built 1804, 1807. Behind them, the office towers built in the 20th century, and the apartment building built in the 21st century. 4 centuries, 18th, 19th, 20th, and 20th, 21st century. Okay. Now we're coming by a bridge that we named for a poet, Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. He gave us Paul Revere's Ride. You know that poem written during the Civil War by the Bostonian, Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. Gather children and you shall hear the midnight ride of Paul Revere. One if by the land is that way, the isthmus connecting Boston, this peninsula, to the mainland is that way. 2 if by this is the sea. The shortcut for the Crown Force was across this water to Leechmere over there to make the 17-mile journey up to Lexington to arrest Sam Adams and John Hancock 250 years ago, this past April. Now here Boston. They have the View Boston. That's the tallest observatory in New England. You can still get a ticket, a special ticket with your duck tours to see View Boston, see all the way to New Hampshire. It's really something. That duck, that's the one that Tom Brady rode when he rode that duck. The second time he won a Super Bowl, he said, this isn't the same duck. And we had to hurry and get him Esplanadia so that he could sit right beneath his signature, like from the first time. He was superstitious. Here, these sailboats, this is Community Boating Incorporated, the nation's first non-profit sailing school. Residents of the city of Boston can learn to sail. The Virginians, they were the brains of the whole revolution. I mean, you know, yeah. And then who did the paperwork? Philadelphia, right? But who did the hard work? Now, brother-in-law, there's the pen. We destroyed in December of 1773. That destruction of the tea came to be known as the Boston Tea Party. And so the question became, how were the Crown forces going to journey from Boston to Lexington? Well, look, there's an obstruction. If you're going to march the troops, you have to march that way. But it doesn't make sense to go. We benefited from that French and Indian War, but what sayeth you to the king's tax on tea? We had a vote in Parliament, right? No vote in Parliament, so we had to authorize the tax. So we were, you know, upset about this. And so that was the first battle of the War for Independence. Test 201, you have the first area code. And what's the area code for the Space Coast in Florida? 321. She's a ballerina. Double click! She's been dancing her way all the way through the streets of Boston. So there you have a wonderful shoe. Double click! Hi, Captain Paul. Okay, so. Alright, so once, now maybe, folks, watch this. This is a narrow portal. Watch a hard turn to port after we thread this needle. I don't know who designed this, but it certainly wasn't a mariner, am I correct? Okay. And then, when the front wheels touch the ramp, Captain Sue will step on the gas, and the front wheel drive, the wheels are spinning, the front wheel drive will pull us up out of the water. Watch this. Right there. Stepping on the gas, the front wheel drive is pulling us up out of the water, the rear wheels are touching down, pushing us. The captain can turn off the power to the propeller, turn off the power to the front wheel drive, turn off the navigation lights, turn on the street running lights. It's in drive, a high gear, turn off the marine band radio, and we are now a duck on land. Double click! Let's just concentrate, keep on the lookout. We have a lot of folks enjoying the concert. He's a captain and a tour guide.
Wycieczka dobiega końca.
Czy nie wypadła szybko?
Fale niebios niosą mnie, razem z nami płyną chcę i zostawić gdzieś daleko to co złe. Fale niebios goni wiatr, tam gdzie czeka lepszy świat. Fale niebios na grzywach niosą mnie. Fale niebios niosą mnie, razem z nami płyną chcę i zostawić gdzieś daleko to co złe. Fale niebios goni wiatr, tam gdzie czeka lepszy świat. Fale niebios na grzywach niosą mnie.